Trains are a much safer and more comfortable way to travel than cars, passenger planes, or cruise ships. With the latest technology, high-speed trains cut down on the amount of time it takes to get from one place to another. It is also cheaper to travel long distances by train than by plane. Today we are going to talk about top 10 fastest trains in the world today. But before we start our countdown, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and press the bell icon as well. So let's get started. Number 10. Eurostar E320. The United Kingdom, 200F. Siemens showed off the British Rail Class 374 in 2015. It is also known as the Eurostar E320. The well-known Italian car styling company Pininfarina is in charge of the interiors. The train can carry 900 people in comfort, which is 20 more than the Eurostar E300, which came before it. Between London Street Pancras and Paris Gare du Nord, the E320s run. It can make the 305-mile trip in 2 hours and 16 minutes. And it can go 200 miles per hour under the English Channel at its fastest. Between London and Brussels, there is also a service. This E320 is fast and cuts down on the time it takes to travel through the Channel Tunnel, which makes it better than flying. There are also a lot of trains. From London to Paris, there is a train every hour, 7 days a week. Number 9. Korail KEX, South Korea, 205M. Since 2009, Korail has been in charge of the KTX Sanchin, which is made by Hyundai. The Sanchin is an upgrade from the KTXi, and the first train to be designed and built in South Korea before the 2018 Winter Olympics in Incheon. It can go as fast as 205 miles per hour. The superfast expresses are often seen speeding through the countryside at lightning speed. They have a simple blue and white color scheme. With first class and standard class, they are a very popular way to get around the country. Number 8. Deutsche Bahn Eis, Germany, 205M. Deutsche Bahn runs the Intercity Express, also known as the Eis 4. They link major German cities like Berlin, Munich, Hamburg, Stuttgart, and others. You can also take an ICE train to places outside of Germany like Austria, Brussels, Amsterdam, and many more. The rooms are large and have a cool, stylish look. Because of how well it moves through the air, the train uses 30% less energy. Each train has as many as 450 seats and was made by Siemens and Bombardier working together. The Eis 4 uses a new kind of power car with up to 24 driven axles spread out over 6 of the 12 compartments. Number 7. Haramain Western Railway, Saudi Arabia, 217F. The Haramain High-Speed Railway, also called the Mecca-Medina High-Speed Corridor, was opened in 2018. It is 450 kilometers, or 280 miles, long. It now takes less than 2 hours to get between the two most important places in Islam. There are currently 35 trains in the fleet. Each train can carry up to 400 people, so each train could theoretically carry 60 million people each year. Number 6. Talgo 350, Spain, 217F. The Patentes Talgo company makes the Talgo 350, which runs between Madrid and Barcelona. The train is called Pato, which means duck in Spanish. This is because of its unique nose cone, which looks like a duck's bill. During its test runs, the Express could go as fast as 228 miles per hour. However, since 2005, that speed has been limited to 215 miles per hour. The design is based on both high speed and safety. The coaches don't move around much, and a clever tilting system keeps them stable around corners. Number 5. Agv Italo Italy, 223F. It is the fastest train in Europe, going at 223 miles per hour. The Ferrari of the rails trains are run by Nuovo Trasporto Viaggiatori, a group led by Luca Cordero di Montezemolo, who used to be the president of Ferrari. Alstom Agv made the train itself. Instead of having an engine at the front and back, it is powered by axles all along the rake, which makes it very fast. Some say that the train is also 70 tons lighter than similar trains made by Talgo and Siemens. The compartments are 9 feet wide, which makes it easy to move around with luggage. Even the general compartments have comfortable leather seats. Number 4. Shinkansen E5, H5 Series, Japan, 224 MF. The story, the first bullet train, and for many purists, the only one. Japan is where the modern high-speed rail network got its start. The network starts in Tokyo and goes all the way to Nagasaki in the south and Sapporo in the north. There are 9 routes that are running, and 4 more will start running by 2023. There are different kinds of bullet trains, and the H5 is the most recent one. The fastest bullet train, which started running in 2016, looks a lot like the Talgo 350. The cars are quiet because they have good soundproofing, and every seat faces forward. With the Japan Rail Pass, taking the H5 is very cheap. Number 3. Haramain Curry 380, China, 236 MF. The top 3 come from China. Where else? In the past 40 years, the Middle Kingdom has made a lot of progress, which it likes to show off with its technological might. China had been Japan's rival for hundreds of years, but Japan had to give the crown to China 10 years ago. The second fastest wheeled train in the world is the Haramain CR 380A. It was made by the China South Locomotive and Rolling Stock Corporation Limited, and it went into service before the Beijing Olympics. The train has anywhere from 8 to 16 compartments, and there are even great executive compartments with room for 6 people. Behind the driver, each one has a bar and a place to sit and look out. Number 2. Fuxing Haokar 400 F/BEF, China, 249 MF. The Fuxing Hao CR 400 is the fastest conventional long-distance train in the world. It takes only 5 hours to go from Shanghai to Beijing and can hold more than 550 people. The name of Fuxing Hao means revival. The 2 models AF and BF are also called Dolphin Blue and Golden Phoenix because they are slightly different from each other. Most of the time, the trains run in groups of 8 or 16 cars. The train came out in 2016, and its sibling, the Haramain 380, fell to second place by 13 miles per hour because of it. Reports and test runs show that the BF version can reach speeds of more than 250 miles per hour. Number 1. Shanghai Maglev, China, 267 MF. The fastest train in the world is not what most people would call a train. But whether you like it or not, the Shanghai Maglev is the fastest train in the world. Maglev, also called magnetic levitation, has been around for at least 30 years. But in most parts of the world, it hasn't worked well in terms of how it works. Shanghai has the longest maglev tracks, which go from the Pudong Airport to the Longyang Road Station. The 19-mile trip only takes 8 minutes by train, and they leave every 15 minutes. Compare that to the Union Pacific 4014, also known as the Big Boy, which is the fastest train in the U.S. and would have taken over 20 minutes. A maglev train doesn't have wheels. Instead, it uses magnetic repulsion to float on the tracks. This lets the electromagnetic train get around friction and reach speeds that are similar to those of planes. It is like a hovercraft, but on a train. That's it for today. We hope you found our video interesting. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up and share it with others. Also, if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to our channel. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of our new uploads. In the end, thanks for watching and see you next time.